Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my podcast, Ghost Happenings. Today we're going to be talking about black-eyed children. I'm here with.
Hello, I'm Kyal.
I know it's a little different having someone else during Cryptid Mondays, but I'm going to try to have a permanent co-commentator during these episodes because I am tired of being myself. I feel like I don't get much talked about. We don't much discussing. It's just me reading off my notes. It's just a mess. So without further ado, get your favorite snacks and drink. Let's get into it. So, black-eyed children. Dramatic pause, or sometimes referred to as black-eyed kids, are an American cryptid that resembles children around the ages of 6 to 16 that are pale with black eyes. Now, Kyle and I both agree that these creatures were never kids, were never human, or anything of the sort like that, correct?
Yes, I do agree, and I would like to insert a reference towards my just undying hatred for them. I don't even find them creepy, I just don't like them.
Yeah, so these creatures are often seen hitchhiking, begging, or showing up on a doorstep of residential homes, and claims of these creatures exist back to the 80s, but most sources indicate that it originated in the 90s. But so before I get into uh, Brian Bethel report, whatever, uh, the good news about these creatures are they seem to run on vampire rules, not the holy water, garlic, whatever, but in this the fact that they don't can't seem to attack you without being invited into your property, like car or house. Because one report,
Basically, it's about consent. If you do not consent them to be on your premises, they cannot do anything to you.
exactly, and uh, this information is recited pretty much from an encounter. I forget who had it. I don't have it in my notes for whatever fucking reason, but someone had claimed that two black-eyed children tried to get into a person's car while they were parked in a empty parking lot, and uh, they claim to have said they can't come in unless they welcome them into the car. And now it's most sources I've went to look for information. Again, information I have found very little of because most sites on this shit have regurgitated information, just reworded and just bullshit. So yeah, but it seems to be at least mostly widely agreed that they can't come in to your property without being invited in, much like vampires or vampiric lore. Anything you want to
It's
add?
creepy. Um, Not really, other than the fact that I just hate these kids.
But yeah, a little side tangent is that most of the creatures I try to uh, bring to light, if you will, a lot of the sites that I go to, for whatever reason, I go to many. I don't go to like one or two. I go to like at least five, even six. And a lot of it is just the same regurgitated information, just worded differently because plagiarism. So it's just like
Yeah,
what's true, what's fake. There's no differing facts. There's no like who believes what more. What's the most prevalent thing? No, it's just recycled information, just worded differently.
yeah. With a lot of these creatures, you. It's you can only talk about what's known, and a lot of them, there's really barely anything known about them. So
Which
that
is unfortunate.
regurgitated information is literally most likely all that's been known about these things.
Yeah. And then, of course, the other problem with me being a sole commentator for Cryptid Mondays is that these episodes only last like 5 minutes or run 5 minutes. It's like I think that my longest one was like seven, maybe even five is the longest. Because I just recite what's on my notes. I can't really talk back and forth with anyone. It's not. It's just me reciting my notes and hoping that people listen and tune in and be informed about these things. But back on to the main topic. A reporter by the name of Brian Bethel from Texas reported two encounters. He claims to have encountered two black-eyed children in Abilene. Hopefully, I didn't butcher that name. I probably fucking did. Texas, and claims another person had a separate encounter in Portland, Oregon. So this is literally where my notes end because I didn't write any more because I'm fucking stupid. Again,
It's just sometimes notes are weird.
yeah. Again, the car thing I didn't have written down, but I remember reading about it and like if I really need to like start like copying and pasting my sources and whatever into a document or something, and just throwing them on the bottom of my description so people can go and look at my sources. But I don't think about that because it's me going off my over my notes. It's
Yeah.
just a weird thing. That in school fucked me up with that because
Um.
I really don't. I always thought it was tedious.
Yeah. I really don't like doing that either, but sometimes it's just
Yeah.
it, it actually is useful at times,
Oh yeah,
especially with
definitely.
content creation and informal videos and like podcasts like this.
Yeah, definitely.
It's usually useful. So
The reason I
my
really
hat to
haven't,
all
yeah,
around you.
I really haven't tried to do that is because it's pretty much the same regurgitated information. You're gonna get the same information I gave you, just worded differently and on a website.
Literally.
It's just a bunch of like. I feel like it's just a waste of time for people's end because they listen to my podcast while looking at the same information in front of their face. It's like, what are you getting from that? Just the same information regurgitated back at you twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably unless anything to add, we're gonna end it here. Yeah, anything to add? Anything want to talk about?
Did I tell you about my hatred for these children? Like they just instill an fiery anger in me, and I don't know why. I just hate them.
Oh yeah. Before I end this here, actually, they are most found in like apparently they're very big in New York. Like New York is a cesspool for them, according to like a lot of sources. Because you
Definitely.
find them mostly in suburban areas, like probably like, even my neighborhood might like count as that kind of style.
I wouldn't be
The
surprised if I ever found one here where I live.
from
They
what
almost like
yeah,
where I live.
from what I understand, it's mostly like suburban homes and like areas that you find them.
Yeah. Believe, believe. Oh,
So yeah,
man.
just don't be
And
stupid.
we're Cryptid Monday. Now I got thinking about Mothman. Ugh.
That was last Monday.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well,
I
thanks.
just realized that we just did 2 episodes in a row together.
Yeah.
Funny.
But thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, see ya. Thank you all for tuning in. I just wanted to take a second to say thank you all for tuning in and that I have a Patreon and GoFundMe down in the comments below to help me support this channel and future projects to come, like Furthering Dead Winter and the future of CWPS, or Consumer Paranormal Society, because it will be live action once this podcast series is over. And yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed. I hope to see you all supporting, and or not all, but some support so I can keep this up. And thank you. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you are willing to help me, and so I can keep making awesome content for you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and see you in the next one.